You know, I'm getting real tired of this Germany. It was 75 last week, and I don't know what's happening now, but there's ice on my windshield. Look at this. Why is it 27? Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was just nice and warm, and now everything's back to being frozen again. But it's okay, because today we are picking up the clutch for the Savoy. So you know what? It's all good. All right, we are back. It is currently 1:30. I'm on my lunch break right now. We are heading to the post office, and we are so close to having my clutch. I hope the line's not outside the building again like crazy long, but either way, we're getting the clutch today. I can't wait. It's finally here. I can't believe it. So the line was literally around the building, but I was patient. I stuck it out, and boys and girls, we finally have our clutch. We finally have the clutch for the VR5. Holy crap. You know, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me was convinced that this was never actually gonna make it here, because the first one I ordered 2, 3, 4 months, never showed up, bounced around northern Germany back and forth, and actually still to this day, the tracking number for that package still shows it in transit. I don't know to where. I never got it. The company that I ordered from never got it back, so I don't really know who has it, but I don't know. I'm just so glad this thing actually made it here. Again, massive thank you to Steve for helping out with the shipping. It's here. It finally made it here. So the plan now, I have to go back to work for a few hours, but as soon as I'm off, as soon as we get home, the clutch is going onto the VR5. Then come tomorrow, the engine is going into the car. All right, we are finally back home. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the Pink Floyd out of the way, and then it is time to put the clutch on the good old VR5. Finally, boys. Finally, it's time. I still cannot believe it's actually here. Like, we waited so long for this moment, and it's actually here. Oh man. All right, so what exactly do we have here? Starting on the left side, all of this is from Eurotuning. This section right here, this is our clutch assembly kit, rear main seal, the guide right here, and all new hardware, all the flywheel bolts right there, and then all the hardware to connect the pressure plate to the flywheel. So shout out to them, great friends down there in Florida. Thank you guys so much. And then this over here is pretty much the exact same setup we did on Steve's VR6 Turbo, because that setup was very nice, super easy to drive, and held lots of power. So I want to do pretty much the same, because the goal still with the VR5 is to go supercharger on that one. So I wanted to do a clutch capable of holding some power right off the bat versus having to pull everything off again. So we went with this. Lightweight steel flywheel, 6-putt clutch, and the upgraded pressure plate. Very nice setup. Super easy to drive on, but then again, it holds lots of power, and it felt great in Steve's car. Actually, we have a slight issue. So I am missing my pinion brace. Or I missed it somewhere. I don't see it in that or there. The box is empty. That's empty. That's not good. So this box had a stamp saying it was resealed, because the guy said it was super heavy. I mean, it's not that heavy. I mean, but it looks like it got beat up a little bit. So they had to reseal it at one point, but I'm wondering, this is a rear main seal, right? This isn't my thing. No, it's not there. It's not there. I think we may have lost my pinion brace in the reseal, because it's on my slip here that I ordered it. And I saw it with Steve, but now it is gone. That's super annoying, because I want to put the engine in the car tomorrow, and I do not want to have to wait or pull the trans back off to put that brace in. Oh, that's frustrating. That's really frustrating. USPS, not impressed. You're kind of trash, actually. So if we look right here, that is my pinion brace, and this is the package that Steve sent me with all the stuff. So you can see it definitely was there. So I'm gonna search through this pile again and hope it's there, but if not, oh, it's so annoying. All right, well, I went through everything, unwrapped every piece of paper like 30 times, just hoping that I possibly missed it, but it is not here. Now, it's not the biggest deal to not run the brace, but I paid for it, so I want what I paid for, and it's not here, which is super annoying. So I gotta figure out what I want to do now. Like I said, it's not the biggest deal to not run the brace, but I wanted that added bracing for the transmission. And again, I paid for something, I want it, and it's not here, which is annoying. So I guess we'll just go ahead and put the clutch on for now, and then I don't know, we'll see. There's also this on the outside of the box just saying that when it made it to the APO, it was already damaged. And then down here, there's actually a link to that if I think anything was stolen or missing out of it. So I might try that, but honestly, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, if they're gonna refund me or what they're gonna do. Either way, I want my part right this second. I don't have it, and I won't even have it like anytime soon, I don't think. So really doesn't matter. Moral of the story is, if you work for a postal company and you move boxes around, don't throw people's stuff around because it's super annoying, and now I'm missing my part because people can't handle a light little box. I'm just annoyed. Okay, let's put a clutch on. And before anyone says the packing was the issue, this thing was padded front, back, top to bottom, wrapped on all sides. It was good to go. Steve sent me a hitch clutch the exact same way. That thing made it here, no issue, no damage at all. So the packing is not the issue. The people handling the boxes is the issue. And you might argue it should have been packed even better, but you shouldn't have to pack your box like Fort Knox because people can't do the job properly. Okay, now I'm done ranting. Let's put a clutch on. All right, first step, we're gonna take some brake cleaner here and just go through and clean everything off a little bit. It looks like it's clean right now, but once you go through and start wiping it down, there's usually a bit of dirt in there. So go through, wipe everything down, all the flywheel here, and then the backside of the pressure plate, all this section, get it all clean, then you start mounting it up. All right, so now with this nice and clean, we can go ahead and mount it to the engine. Remember, this will only mount one way. One of these holes is closer to the center than the rest, and it's gonna be this one right there, which is the same as one over there. It'll only go on one way. Just mount up that closest hole. You can see these all have a certain gap from here to the inside, where this one is the closest to here. So just match that up with the one over there, and you're all set. And then again, for a better look, this one right here is the closest one to the center, which will match with the one on the flywheel. Line up our holes just like that. Make sure these little dowel pins, I'll show you, these ones go on the outside for the pressure plate to hook onto. So now go through with our new flywheel bolts here that come with a Loctite already on them. Go through, have them all threaded in, and then go through and torque them all down. So now that we're here and all the bolts are flush to the flywheel, go through with our torque bar now, and I want to say it's 44 for each bolt, and then go in a star pattern and just get it all seated down. So next we'll take our clutch plate here with our clutch alignment tool, and we're going to set this right in the center of the flywheel. Remember, these springs, the higher side goes to the front. Line it up, and just like that, we'll press this forward. And that'll sit just like that. Ooh, that looks good. I think it looks sick. So now with this staying here, we'll take our pressure plate. Probably can't do this one-handed, but the pressure plate will get lined up. There's little holes. These ones right here, there's 3 that match up to this dowel pin. 1, 2, and 3. That holds this on. Then you take our new hardware and then bolt those up, and it'll sit just like so. Also, I want to note, so the larger holes on the pressure plate are for the bolts here. The smaller ones that are kind of like by themselves, those ones are for these dowel pins, and they will only fit one way. So you have to try one. If it's wrong, take it off, spin it. It should fit like right on, no issue. So let's take a gamble. Let's see. Let's try this one first and see if that's the winner. Like I said, it'll just slide right on. Not quite, so I'll take it back off. And then we'll just rotate one to the next one. We'll try this one and see if that one's gonna be it. Bam, like that. I said it'll just go right on, you have it right. So that is there. Now I'll go through with all of these ones here. These are 9mm 12 points, and we'll spin them right in. Oh, there goes that. But we'll go through, tighten all these down. I'm gonna put a bit of Loctite. I'm gonna put one just to hold it for right now. I'll go back and put Loctite on all these, and then we'll torque them down, and then our clutch will officially be on. There she is, boys. The clutch is officially on the VR5. Finally, everything is Loctited, torqued to spec, good to go. Last thing to do, just pull this out. Voila, she's officially on there. Up next, we'll go through and put in our new throwout bearing and guide. Okay, I was gonna do this outside in the garage and put the transmission out there, but it's far too cold outside and I'm not having it. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this out, swap in our new bearing, and then this will go behind that. And I would love to put my pinion brace in, but I don't have it, so there's that. I believe this little clip on the bottom pops up and out, if I remember correctly. Oh, there we go, like that. So this little clip pops over this little ball inside there. So this is our old throwout bearing. That will come out of there. There's two little clips on the inside. We'll pop those off, and then back over there is this thing. I would show you, but my hands are dirty now. But it goes right in there. I want to say it's 6mm Allens, or maybe it's a triple square. I hope it's not triple square because they're outside still, but we'll see. So these ones will just pop out of here, and then pop in our new ones. And I was talking to Steve, so the package we sent was insured, which is good, but I just want my pinion brace right now. So we kind of have three options right now. I can either not put the pinion brace in, put the transmission on the engine, put it on the car, and then that's it. Or we can not put it in, put the transmission on the car, and then later on pull it back out and swap in the brace, which I don't really want to do. Or we can just order a new one and then wait till it gets here and then put the transmission in the car and go from there. But that puts our first startup time back much further, and I've already waited so long. I mean, what's a little while longer, but I just want, I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see. We'll see. All right, old brace out, old bearing out, new bearing in, and then I think I need to get a triple square for these ones, so I can swap in this thing. Yeah, those are kind of our options. Don't use the pinion brace, put it in, and leave it. Order a new pinion brace, wait, put our start time back further, and then put it all together. Or put it in now, do the first startup. When it gets here, whenever that may be, pull it back out, which sounds awful, swap in the brace, and then put it back together. I just want my part now. I'm so frustrated. All right, and we're back. I had to go out to the garage and grab this, so I have my triple square set. I want to say the one inside there is 8, looks like. 8. That's the one. So we'll pull these 3 bolts out, swap this in, and then be done for today. I can't believe we're so close to having all this together and a piece is missing out of my box. I mean, it would be my luck, but like, come on, dude. That's, I don't know. I'm going to the post office tomorrow, and maybe by some divine miracle, it fell out at the post office and someone just happens to find it. I highly doubt it, but you know, there's a slight chance. But I have to go there tomorrow anyways to fill out the claim thing and see what they want to do about that. And maybe we'll get lucky and somehow someone's seen it or it fell out here. And I don't know. I don't know. I just wish it was in the box, but it's not. All right, there's 2 of those and 1 more. Honestly, if I could just bring everything in the house, it's so much nicer in here. It's nice and warm in here. I got lights in here. If I could just bring the cars, the engine, everything in the house at work, that would be the move. All right, so there is the old one right there. Little seal on the back side. It's just good to go through and replace. While you're here, do all of it. So now, new one. That one will go right in like this. Lines right back up. And then just put your screws back in. And then that's done, then this bearing's done, pop that back in, and then our transmission is just about there until I decide about this brace thing, but these pieces are done. I will say I don't know the torque spec for these, but I'm just gonna make them tight and it should be fine. I doubt they're gonna go anywhere. Just tight. We don't wanna go too much and snap them, but just enough to be tight. That should be fine. I don't see these going anywhere. Perfect. That is done. Now I'll take this and slide her back. Is this wrong? Oh, this is right. We're good. that. That goes like that. It lines up nicely. Done. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the video here. I have to figure out what I want to do about this pinion brace. I did find a company in the UK that sells them. And I'm trying to see how fast it could possibly be here. I don't really want to buy another one. But this package was insured, so I could possibly get refunded for it. Maybe, I'm not sure I can tell you how it works, but I want my piece. Like, I bought something and I want it. And like, it's not the biggest deal to not run a pinion brace, but if we're gonna be adding more power to the car later on, I just want that added stability, like structure inside the transmission. No, I don't know. I paid for it. I want it. We'll see what happens. I might end up just putting the engine in the car tomorrow, or I might wait and see. I don't know. We'll have to see. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.